Hello, my name is Christy Scales, and this is a week 8 final for Applied Data Mining Analysis of Big Data class with Dr. JC Martell. My discussion is about identifying factors leading to diabetes diagnosis using regression analysis techniques. So, analyzing large data sets is crucial in identifying patterns in health outcomes because it enables researchers and policymakers to uncover relationships and trends that might not be immediately apparent in smaller samples. And so these patterns help in understanding the risk factors associated with diseases, predicting health outcomes, and tailoring interventions to specific populations. The dataset's real-world relevance is rooted in its focus on critical public health challenges, providing actionable insights for policy design and health interventions. And so by exploring the relationship within the data, we can identify high-risk populations, we can predict future health trends, and we can contribute to preventative health care costs and strategies that save lives and reduce costs. This project was near and dear to my heart because a lot of people in my family have diabetes. And so this just allowed me to back up data with my information. And so the purpose is, of course, to understand predictors and patterns of diabetes for better intervention for patients. The records analyzed was about 515,000 records. And the goal was to go through the variables of BMI, high blood pressure, smoking, physical activity, age, things like that. So I believe this comprehensive structure enables the analysis between lifestyle choices and health outcomes, particularly for chronic conditions like diabetes. And so my research question is, what factors strongly predict diabetes? How do various health and lifestyle factors such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, physical activity influence the likelihood of diabetes, and which factors are most significant predictors? So this is kind of small here, but the insights from the data, this correlation matrix helps me to identify relationships between different health indicators. And so the stronger correlations, the closer to one or -1, suggest a more significant relationships, while the weaker correlations closer to 0 suggest little to no relationship. And so this information can be useful for understanding how different health factors are interconnected. In this example, we see that diabetes binary, that this variable indicates the presence or absence of diabetes. It shows a strong negative correlation within itself, so which is to be expected. Moderate positive correlations, which with the high blood pressure and high cholesterol and BMI, suggest that higher blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high BMI are associated with a higher likelihood of diabetes. Fruits, on the other hand, shows no correlation with any other variables, suggesting that fruit consumption is not associated with the other health indicators in this data set. So this slide is slide 2 from the data, and it just shows that lifestyle factors are modifiable and they do impact our health. So policy recommendations for diabetes prevention and education are needed now more than ever for my generation, for my community, and for my immediate family. And many attributes play a significant role in how diabetes affects our health. BMI here is shown just as a measure. BMI is measured for body fat based on a person's weight and height, and it's the correlation used to categorize individuals as underweight, overweight, and obese. And so the peak here shows BMI range between 25 and 30. So it suggests that many individuals are in the overweight category. This model looks at how factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, BMI, smoking, and a physical activity affect the likelihood of diabetes. And it shows that high blood pressure and etc. Increase the risk of diabetes, while physical activity reduces the risk of diabetes. Now, however, these factors only explain about 11% of why some people get diabetes and others don't. So there are likely other important factors that we're missing with this model. The model is statistically significant, but there is room for improvement. I'm sorry, I lost it. I know there was a quick overview of how diabetes or how risk factors affect diabetes, but this experience was definitely trying and difficult for me. It's probably why I was late on all my assignments. Learning this stuff was pretty difficult. But it was very gratifying to be able to run this information and get statistical analysis on what I'm looking for. I never thought that I could begin the complexities of big data and its many functions and abilities. And I think this course has taught me how to analyze, how to question, and how to possibly predict information that hopefully I can use for myself and my community one day.